Dennis Collins has assembled one of the world's greatest car collections. His garage in suburban Florida spans 43,000 square feet. Highlights include a $4 million Bugatti Divo, extremely rare Ferrari Enzos, and coveted Ford GTs. He also owns famous movie cars like KITT from Knight Rider.
Think you've seen car collections? Think again. Dennis dives deep for rare machines, restores them, and brings the heat with every epic reveal. Join us as we unravel his car collections that never made it to the screen. Dennis Collins. Dennis Collins is a significant figure in the automotive world. While many recognize him from his appearances on Discovery's Fast and Loud, he is also known for collecting and restoring cars. Without a doubt, he is one of the most knowledgeable gearheads out there. Not only does he have extensive car knowledge, but he has also owned some of the rarest and most sought-after vehicles. However, his collection is always evolving. In an interview with Hooniverse, Collins stated that you can't be a very good car dealer if you aren't willing to let them go. Even though he has had to part with some special and beautiful cars, his value and expertise continue to grow. With degrees in economics and finance from the University of Texas, Dennis quickly understood that owning a business was the smarter path and started a journey in outfitting Jeeps with parts and servicing them in his own shop. Collins Bros Jeep, which he founded in 1984. While Jeep is his main focus, classic cars are never too far behind, because for every Jeep sold or serviced in his shop, a classic car finds a new owner thanks to Dennis's talent for discovering rare, low-mileage classic beauties and selling them to those who want them. Dennis Collins is a well-known name in the car industry, recognized for his love of collecting and restoring vehicles. He became famous as a cast member of the hit reality TV show Fast and Loud, which follows the adventures of the Gas Monkey Garage team. Beyond his TV image, Collins is a thriving entrepreneur and investor, which raises curiosity about his net worth. This article explores Dennis Collins's unique and exclusive car collection. Dennis, who is famous for his role on Fast and Loud on the Discovery Channel with his close friend Richard Rawlings, is an entrepreneur from Texas who has been in the game for a long time. His knowledge of vintage cars and Jeeps is unmatched. Although he might not have as much money as Bill Gates, his path to becoming a well-respected name in the automotive industry is a true American story. In a world where many collectors like to show off, Dennis Collins is different. He doesn't just follow trends, he pursues a legacy. In the classic car community, he has already made a name for himself as a legend. Let's unravel cars in his private selection that never made to the screen. 2007 Cannonball Run Ferrari 550 Maranello. In 2007, Dennis Collins and Richard Rawlings, who is the owner of Gas Monkey Garage and the host of Discovery Channel's Fast and Loud, broke the long-standing Cannonball Run record from 1979. They finished in 31 hours and 59 minutes, averaging a speed of 87.6 mph. Not only were they close friends, but they also had consecutive wins in both the Gumball Rally and the Bull Run Rally. Their car was a 1999 Nero Daytona Ferrari 550 Maranello, a powerful front-engine V12 two-seater Grand Tourer. Ferrari made this model from 1996 to 2001. It features a 5.5-liter engine that produces 486 horsepower and 410 lb.dash of torque. While the regular model comes with a 30.0-gallon fuel tank, Collins enhanced it by modifying the fuel cells. This smart adjustment greatly minimized the need for frequent refueling stops. 2014 Sopio Camaro. In 2016, Dennis Collins sold an amazing 2014 Copo Camaro at an auction in Scottsdale, Arizona. This car is known as one of the most legendary muscle cars ever made. Out of the 69 Copo Camaros produced that year, only 18 were part of the special Body in Black program, with serial 002 being particularly notable for its scarcity. This specific model was a fully completed car, featuring a wide range of unique attributes like a 454 LSX engine, turbo 400 transmission, Holley and Copio injection system, Copo hood, power steering, air conditioning, line lock, working lights, wheelie bars, mirrors, power windows, and DOT-approved tires. It was also NHRA certified with an estimated ETA of 8.50, although it was anticipated to run in the low tens. Surprisingly, this car was purchased for $93,500 at a no-reserve auction. 1950 Nash Healey, purpose-built American sports car. Dennis has traded more than 200 different Healey items, but one specific Nash Healey caught his attention. The 1950 Nash Healey, recognized as the first American sports car made specifically for that purpose in Dennis Collins's collection, was remarkable. After a thorough and detailed restoration, Dennis sold this Nash Healey, which has the chassis number N2001, at the May Worldwide Auction. As the sixth owner of this car, Dennis Collins sold it for $500,000. Black Mountain Jeep. When you purchase a Jeep from Chrysler that's ready for off-road fun, it comes with parts like hoods, wheels, lift kits, winches, bumpers, and brush guards, plus special gauge clusters and dashboards. All of these are products from Black Mountain. The idea for Black Mountain's Jeep parts business was started by Dennis Collins, who from 1984 to 2007 worked with many CJs, YJs, and TJs. Nowadays, Black Mountain mainly focuses on the JK market, which started in 2007, providing Jeeps with the Black Mountain Edition straight from the dealership and producing a variety of off-road parts and accessories at affordable prices. In its drive to innovate and grow, Black Mountain is always creating and introducing new products, such as bumpers, winches, LED lighting, and fuel covers, while also looking into new product ideas in the industry. Ferrari F40. The bright red Ferrari, owned by a businessman from Houston, was entrusted to a mechanic, while its owner was away in Europe. Sadly, the mechanic ended up crashing the car into an iron fence, causing significant damage. Even though the frame was heavily damaged and the car seemed beyond repair, Gas Monkey Garage took on the challenging job of restoring it. This incredible restoration journey was featured in an episode of Fast and Loud. The revitalized supercar came back with improvements that exceeded its original features. 1972 Dodge Charger Rally Edition. Dennis Collins not only deals in refurbished cars, but sometimes he has a rare vehicle that requires some work, yet has features that make it worth the investment. An example of this is the 1972 Dodge Charger Rally Edition. Collins asserts that this car might be one of just 160 that came from the factory with this specific set of options. It boasts the top-tier engine, the 440 Magnum, equipped with a 4-barrel carburetor and a net power rating of 280 bhp. The car is finished in Hemi Orange, featuring door indents that signify the Rally Edition, along with L37 concealed headlights and N96 fresh air hood. Only 160 of these were produced with the N96, factory hood pins, a rally dash, and bucket seats, no bench seat. It also retains the original radio, power steering, and power brakes. Even though the transmission needed to be rebuilt, Collins has priced this Charger at $19,800. 1990 7UP Special Edition Ford Mustang. At first, Ford intended to make just 30 of the 7-Up Fox Body Mustangs, which were supposed to be prizes for a giveaway during the 1990 NCAA basketball finals. But when that giveaway got canceled, Ford decided to produce 5,000 cars to celebrate the Mustang's 25th anniversary. These special 7-Up LX convertible Mustangs came with the powerful 5.0 liters V8 engine from the Fox Body era, which could produce an impressive 255 horsepower. Each vehicle was painted in a bright, deep emerald green clear coat metallic finish, featuring a white leather interior and a matching white convertible top. With only 16 miles on the odometer, this special edition car was likely one of the most immaculate examples in the world, and it was later sold at an auction for $82,500. Lamborghini Gallardo Super Trofeo. In 2009, the exciting collaboration between the iconic sports car maker Automobili Lamborghini and the famous Swiss watch brand Blancpain led to the creation of the Lamborghini Blancpain Super Trofeo. This partnership captured the essence of the well-known Ferrari Challenge Racing Series, but elevated it, earning the distinction of being the world's fastest one-make racing series. The series included 18 thrilling rounds at various prestigious European racetracks, often aligning with major events like the German DTM, FIA GT, and FIA WTCC. This incredibly rare 2013 Lamborghini Gallardo Super Trofeo, which comes with its certificate of origin from Automobili Lamborghini, is a remarkable auction piece, likely the only one of its kind. The car boasts a robust 5.2 liters V10 engine with direct fuel injection, producing an impressive 620 horsepower. This tremendous power is managed by a 6-speed E-gear sequential paddle shift transmission, which connects to the car's permanent all-wheel drive system. 1950 Jeep CJ5. The CJ series is the final Jeep model that has a direct connection to the iconic World War II vehicle, which was first created by American Bantam in 1940. To meet the needs of wartime, the general-purpose scout car, later known as GP or Jeep, was produced in collaboration by Ford and Willis Overland. The idea of a civilian Jeep, which would later be called the CJ, started in 1942. This was when the U.S. Department of Agriculture began testing the vehicle for farming purposes. After the war, Willis kept making Jeeps, slowly bringing them into the consumer market, primarily for agricultural and off-road use. Dennis has a collection of several CJ5 Jeeps, with one fully restored model worth as much as $50,000. These Jeeps come with different engine choices, including a V8 for extra power. A standout in his collection is a 1981 CJ5 Laredo that has only 49,000 miles on it, featuring a custom V8 engine that Dennis Collins installed. 1965 Shelby Cobra 427 style roadster. The 427 model is seen as the peak of the Cobra series, emphasizing performance, speed, and racing capabilities. It was created to compete against the top European sports cars, such as the Ferrari 250 GTO. Shelby started with a small block 260 V8 engine in the AC Ace, which is a British sports car, and upgraded it with bigger engines, ultimately reaching the 7.0 liters engine in 1965. The Cobra soon earned a reputation as one of the most intimidating cars on the racetrack, known for its lightweight frame paired with powerful V8 performance. The 427 Cobra was initially designed with a racing focus and became one of the most successful American cars of its era. Thanks to Shelby's collaboration with Ford, the 427 engine was developed, which was among the most powerful American V8s of the 1960s. 1959 Porsche 35 Plus 6A. This car belongs to the 356A series, 1955-1959, which brought enhancements like better handling, a cozier interior, improved gearbox connection, and the well-known T1 and T2 body styles. The 35 Plus 6A is recognized as Porsche's first production vehicle, and it specifically polished the design that Ferry Porsche had in mind for a lightweight, driver-centric sports car. Engine 1.1 liters, flat 4, air-cooled, about 40 to 60 HP, varies by trim, normal, super, or Carrera versions. Transmission 4-speed manual. The 1932 Packard Straight 8, pre-war luxury car. The 1932 Packard is a symbol of the golden age of American luxury cars before World War II. Made during the peak of the Great Depression, Packard stood out as one of the few manufacturers that maintained its focus on quality, style, and top-notch engineering. The Straight 8 models from Packard were especially recognized for their blend of outstanding engineering and high status, aimed at the wealthy elite of America. By 1932, the Packard Motor Car Company had completely shifted to making 8-cylinder vehicles, having discontinued their earlier 6-cylinder models to focus on their improved inline-8 engines that were first introduced in the 1920s. In that year, the company was producing cars under the Packard 8, Super 8, and Twin 6 V12 series. It ranges from 85 to 115 HP, depending on the model and its tuning. It offers high torque even at low RPMs, providing a smooth and comfortable ride, perfect for luxury cruising. 1967 Shelby Mustang GT 500. In one of his videos, Dennis shared an update with viewers about his Shelby GT 500 that he acquired in the summer of 2022. The Mustang needed a lot of work on the interior, while the outside was in relatively better shape, covered in a lime green finish. During the car's review, Dennis discussed the different new and old stock parts, including an AM and 8-track radio that added to the charm of the interior. After the restoration, the car saw many changes. The whole exterior was taken apart and repainted, and the interior was refreshed with new seat covers, door panels, and a headliner. Dennis Collins Carer. For more than 33 years, Dennis has been the owner of Collins Brothers Jeep in Wiley, Texas. This dealership is anything but typical. Just 30 minutes north of Dallas, it's known as one of the most active and respected restoration shops in the country and maybe even the world. Each year, they finish over 70 complete restorations of different Jeep models and 200 custom JK builds. In 2000, Dennis took his business to the next level by launching Black Mountain Jeep Parts and Accessories, which has now become a well-known brand worldwide, with facilities all over the U.S. and distributors in Europe and the Middle East. In 1984, Jeep CJs were incredibly popular, and many buyers were looking for a ride that had a unique and badass vibe, which Collins Bros Jeep provided. From 84 to 07, thousands of Jeep CJs, YJs, and TJs passed through the bay doors of CB Jeep, which not only kept the business alive, but also helped it expand and develop its own parts line, known as Black Mountain Jeep Parts and Accessories. A new Jeep model was being developed and was released in 2002 as the Jeep JK, which is now the most popular Jeep model ever made. Black Mountain focused on the JK market by creating off-road style parts and accessories at affordable prices, as well as selling Black Mountain Edition Jeeps on their lot. Today, Black Mountain has established multiple dealerships across the United States and has even signed some in Europe, and the UK fans recognize him from Fast and Loud, a show led by his good friend Richard Rawlings, who runs Gas Monkey Garage. They really clicked when they first met at a Harley-Davidson rally. They are such close friends that they even set a significant record together involving a Ferrari. If there's one thing car lovers appreciate about Collins, it's his openness in showcasing his amazing collection. Collins is more than just a passionate car collector and enthusiast. He also sets records on the side. According to Jalopnik, he and his friend Richard Rawlings, known from Fast and Loud, broke the legendary Cannonball record. This is a non-stop journey from New York to Los Angeles. Both Rawlings and Collins have stated that they accomplished this in a 1999 Ferrari 550 Maranello. Allegedly, they completed it in just 31 hours and 59 minutes, according to the blog Ed Bolian. Although that record has been surpassed by others since then, it remains quite an achievement. They even have a 1978 Jaguar XJS that David Hines and David Yarborough drove in 1979, setting a record at that time of 32 hours and 51 minutes. In a YouTube video from December 2021, Dennis Collins shows off his collection of 28 classic Jeep CJs that he's planning to sell. Normally, Collins shares videos about how he gets vehicles, but this time it was different, as he focused on what happens after. Viewers even got a glimpse of a 1986 CJ7 in pristine condition. Collins estimates that this collection of Jeep CJ5s, CJ CVEBs, and CJ 8s is worth around $1 million. It's easy for people watching to think that Collins has an easy life because of his career. However, Collins talks about some of the difficulties he faced, especially when trying to secure the Austin Healey. "I chased this car for over 25 years, Collins said in his interview with Hooniverse. He mentioned that he called the owners every year until they decided to retire. As soon as they stopped, he reached out to them immediately and worked out a deal. Even though he had to do some repairs on it, the car ended up winning an award at the Kuwait Concours. Not all of Collins' hard work and dedication have gone to waste. He successfully earned a prestigious award for his restoration of a 106. Known as Goldie, this two-seater underwent a complete transformation, as noted by Hemmings. The award he received was the Kuwait Concours d'Elegance. It was such a significant achievement that even Collins's longtime friend, Richard Rawlings, had to give him a shout-out. Rawlings posted on Facebook saying, "What an honor among these prestigious judges and against some of the finest cars in the world." Not only did this car win an award, but it also captured everyone's attention in the process. He owns a 2013 Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Among the many treasures in Collins' car collection is his white 2013 Lamborghini Super Trofeo. In an interview with Universe, Collins shared the story of how he acquired it and his belief that he might be the only private owner of one. It turns out that these rare cars are typically reserved for dealerships only. However, through a clever strategy involving a bank loan and a third party, Collins managed to get one for himself. There are only 40 of these Lamborghinis in existence. He made some modifications, adding rear-view mirrors and legalizing certain parts. If he wanted to, he could now take it out for a drive on the road. Given his impressive car collection and the auctions he's participated in, it's clear that Collins has a significant estate. Back in July 2017, he decided to sell something other than cars: his house. Sadly, his awesome car collection wasn't part of the house's sale price. However, the listing did share a fascinating detail about how he kept all those cars. As reported by Dallas News, the house featured a garage spacious enough for 20 or more cars. Since it's located in Texas, it's easy to imagine how hot it can get. That's why the garage is equipped with air conditioning. With a car collection like Collins, he has become quite popular on social media. He owned some highly sought-after Fox body Mustangs before selling them at auction, which explains his fame. They even made some videos at that time to showcase the cars that had over 2 million views, which was an incredible number, especially since Collins claims he only had 100,000 followers back then. Additionally, he pointed out that there are other Fox body Mustangs out there that are worth more than the ones he has. It's likely that Collins has gained more followers by now. Collins's passion for Healeys dates back a long time. In his interview with Universe, Collins openly expresses his love for these stunning cars. Collins confessed that he had been buying and selling big Healeys since high school, and he had a fondness for them. He continues to discuss the various Healeys that have come and gone from his collection, even claiming to have owned them all at one point. However, it's not surprising that he plays such a significant role, not just in the Healey community, but in the broader auto industry. The fact that his love for Healeys started back in high school is quite remarkable. He once had one of the priciest Mustangs in the world, known as the Super Boss. Via Just a Car Guy, in a chat with Universe, Collins shared his journey of collecting cars. When he was asked if he regretted selling any of them, he mentioned a particular Mustang that stood out. He explained that he used to own the Lawman, which was officially called the Super Boss. It's considered by many, and most of the Mustang community agrees, to be the most expensive Mustang globally. Collins noted that part of what made the Mustang so special was that it had been in Vietnam during the war. He eventually sold it for $116,000 at a Barrett-Jackson auction, but he admits he should have kept it. The Nash Healey line of cars and products is highly valued in the automotive world. Dennis Collins has become somewhat of a historian regarding those cherished sports cars. As reported by Hemmings, Collins has owned over 200 different Nash Healey products at various times. It's amazing to think about how hard it is to find this line of cars and parts nowadays. This also includes his work on the 106 two-seater called Goldie. One of the most valuable Nash Healey models is a unique one from 1950. For sure, there are many car lovers who get excited about the treasures that have been in Collins's garage. Even with all his fame and wealth, Dennis prefers to keep his life simple. He has been happily married since 1993 and is a proud dad of 2 kids. He still resides close to Dallas, Texas, and upholds a strong Southern work ethic. Additionally, he is a philanthropist, contributing to the community through the Gas Monkey Foundation and various charitable initiatives. His YouTube channel, Dennis Collins Car World, offers fans a glimpse into his life. From discovering barn finds and showcasing rare, low-mileage Mustangs to sharing incredible restoration tales, his videos are a treasure trove for anyone who loves automotive history. However, not every car he owns is featured online. Some, like extremely rare Shelby prototypes, unique Porsche builds, or one-of-a-kind Fox body Mustangs with fewer than 10 miles, remains off-camera. Why is that? For Dennis, collecting goes beyond just creating content. It's about the excitement of finding new treasures, preserving history, and enjoying the simple pleasure of ownership.